My PayPal, every single time there's a Steam sale, is so wounded. And yet, I don't care. I'm in love. I don't care that my backlog is as big as Mount Everest. I'll climb that mountain one day. It just keeps getting bigger for some reason. Anyways, guys, this is gonna be my Steam sale survival guide. We got lots of sales all throughout the year, and I like talking about games. And the Steam sales, not just because it's very algorithmic, yeah, like subscribe, all the good YouTube stuff, but it's also really a great excuse to share games and talk about games and get people into this hobby. So that's why I'm fanatical about it. That's why I think it's fun. Also, I like saving money on a hobby that I love. But this is gonna be my survival guide so that you can save the most amount of money and also more safely explore this amazing universe of being a PC gamer. If you're new to it, well, welcome friends and family. So let's get into it. So yeah, I'm not gonna cuck you too much. Let's talk about Steam database, steamdb.com, as well as istthereanydeal.com. You're gonna go to these websites when there's any sort of sale, especially if Is There Any Deal is not just Steam. So normally when Steam has a sale, other places have sales too. So Is There Any Deal is really great for that. But SteamDB, specifically with Steam sales, also just very easy to organize and quickly orient yourself so that you can literally and metrically, like mathematically find out what are the best deals for the newest games that are historically low, that are like, it's just amazing. Like this is the time to buy these games. And it's a really great way to find new games as well. For me personally, the most recent game that happened to, come across my eyeballs because of this was Bones Cafe. An amazing experience, an amazing game, abso-freaking-lutely. So this is where I go and this is how I make my lists and where I peruse. I don't just randomly browse Steam itself. I mean, that's cute for like 5 seconds, but no, you're gonna wanna use steamdb.com and istthereanydeal.com. You're welcome. Next tip is you should probably just join the Video Game Party Club Discord. In this Discord, you can meet up with people and play games together, which is, if you're buying new games and getting into the hobby, absolutely, you're going to want to do that. But also, because we here in the Discord will talk about which are the best games that you should buy for these sales. So it's kind of like the YouTube comments, except the best of it and in real time, so do that. But then also we have people who just talk about like, here's the games that are being given away. Here's like literally like the best sales. Like so in the hashtag buy channel. Definitely, you want to join the Discord. Let's have some fun. The next biggest tip, and one that I need to lean more into myself personally as I'm making this video, not even realizing the Lunar New Year sale was happening. I need to make a video on the best sales for that. But anyways, you need to know when the next sales are going to happen. So there are like 4 core big Steam sales, kind of align with the seasons, and you're going to want to go to like pcgamer.com or some other website. You can literally just Google it, and there's some rough estimations of when these are going to happen. We kind of know a little bit ahead of time, but Steam has been doing some weird stuff. But just immediately, if you're brand new to this, guys, the best Steam sales, like for the most games that go on the biggest sales, it tends to be the Steam Summer Sale and the Steam Winter Sale. However, that's kind of not so true exactly, because like there's historical lows throughout the year all the time, even not on technical Steam sales. And then not only that, we don't just have summer sales, but we also have like the Steam Next Fest, which you need to keep an eye on, which is like a big demo showcase, and there's also sales with that. And then apparently I'm on pcgamer.com right now, and there's going to be a Steam Base Builder Fest, January 23rd through the 30th. There's a Steam Mystery Fest, February 20th through the 27th. So there's like other themed festivals that are happening all the time with Steam, and it looks like they're going to be doing these more. And they're trying to make these more like meta events, these almost like conventions online through Steam, which are going to have demos, they're going to have huge sales, and they're a great opportunity for us to try new games for a low price. But again, the pro tip is just like kind of look these up every once in a while, know when they're happening. Alright, and now, you know when the sales are gonna happen, and you know how to check SteamDB, but if you want it to, fire and forget, just wishlist games that you want to play. So you see a new AAA game, you see a new indie game, whatever, it just costs a little bit too much, or you're not quite ready to play it. Just put it on a wish list, right? Well, on Steam, if you have something on your wish list and it goes on sale, it notifies you. So for me, I've got a bunch of games that I'm waiting to play, maybe for like a 50% off or something like that, maybe even more. But yeah, Ultra Kill is the big one that I really want. So if you guys have played that, I played the demo, oh my god, so fun. Regardless, anyways guys, you wishlist games makes it easy mode for the games that you must have, that you really, really want, or the ones that you're waiting for. They don't have to constantly check SteamDB or browse Steam for the sales, waiting for them to happen. And again, sales can happen all the time. It's not just summer sale and winter sales. There's way more in between that too. So make sure you wishlist. But going on with the moral of trying games that you normally wouldn't at full price, or you didn't quite know existed, or maybe it's a little out of your niche and you're gonna try it because, you know, it's super cheap right now, or your friends are convincing you to play it. You can, if you don't like the game still, play it for an hour or two. You are allowed to refund the games. And this isn't just like one refund for the lifetime of your account. I've used refunds like lots, like dozens of times, all the time. I use it all the time, guys. So refunds really do work, and they're a great way to try games. In fact, there's been times where I've refunded a game and then purchased it later because it kind of like went on a bigger sale and then also is more updated. You know, like those early access games, they get you, right? So, and then later it was more worth it. So totally fine, guys. You can absolutely use your refund. That's how you're gonna save some money and some sanity. Next tip is probably subscribe to the channel, because I do videos on the best sales and also do videos on how to save money and also do videos on like what are cool games to try. I love the listicles. I got a lot of passion for this hobby, for this lifestyle, really. I love nerd shit. So if you guys like that too, subscribe, and we're gonna talk about all the cool stuff that we should all play together. And again, join the Discord, please and thank you. All right, and the final super duper pro secret tip here, and it is kind of actually a secret hidden gem thing going on, is don't forget about bundles. This is a big thing. When I first started doing Steam sales, I was surprised nobody mentioned these in their sales. They'd be like, oh, this game is 90% off or whatever. It's the best deal. But it's like, no, like say like Don't Starve Together goes on sale for 75% off or something like that. But then they always include an extra copy of the game with it. And so there you go. I know Borderlands used to do this and maybe still does. There's a bunch of games that'll give extra copies, or there's literal bundles. So you on like SteamDB and Is There Any Deal, I think sometimes you can filter by bundles and you'll see them promoted sometimes on Steam, but there's going to be like Couch Co-op bundle or Super Adventure 4X blah 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 strategy game bundle, some bullcrap like that, right? You can find these bundles and it'll be like normally like $50 or $100, totally discounted, like 90% off. And you're gonna get a bunch of games, maybe some that you don't really care about. You could just give those away or something like that. But you're gonna find amazing deals in these bundles, and they're not always shown on these YouTube channels. They're not always up front page on Steam, and they're not, you know, clearly shown on SteamDB or IsThereAnyDeal.com. It is something that you have to be like, oh yeah, bundles. Let's click that, let's check through that, let's see that. So if you're a big fan of certain genres, and I know for sure co-op and party games have a bunch of bundles during the sales, you should really look into those. And honestly, guys, that's kind of like, that's all the tips, really. I mean, to save money, to kind of get into the Steam sales, that's pretty much it. Just like have fun with it. If you're wondering about the meta progressions or the meta games within these Steam sales, I don't ever really participate in them. It's kind of cute or whatever, but like, I don't know. It's just not really my thing. I'm not going to give you like how to beat or win the Steam meta games because they're always different. I guess it's kind of cute, yeah? But anyways, I guess the last tip is basically look in the comments of this video. Join the Discord and really absorb yourself in the community. Go on Reddit for, I am pretty sure there's like Steam sale posts all over the place there. And that's where you're gonna find basically just like a lot of people talking about things that they really freaking love. Join these communities and absorb yourself in them and be absorbed by them. And that's how you're gonna have the most fun. Because these Steam sales, it isn't just a transaction between you and Steam and the game. It's not just a one versus one thing. We're all in this together. And that's why we love these giant sales that get so many people into all of these things. You know, gaming isn't just one hobby. There's lots of different, you know, FPS gamers, and then you have strategy gamers and cozy gamers, and yeah, there's so many different communities, so many different kinds of people, and it's awesome that we can all come together and then sort of disperse, you know, and try new things and go into weird places, down rabbit holes that we never saw before, that we do now because of these sales. So much love to the Steam sales, and much love, friends and family. Whatever games you play, I hope you have fun. My name's Skylent, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.